What up? What up? What up? Bankroll Tim, batted up. Up in the shop, getting it in on this Cutlass. Just put the cross brace in the back. Booyah. Amani's. Uh-oh, what's that? What's that name? What's that name? Uh-oh. What's that for? All right, y'all. Got the rear end narrowed. This is what I've been telling everybody. Gotta have that bar. Gotta have them pucks in there. This bar makes a true center. Boom. I measure from the outside of here to the outside of here. Boom, boom, boom. The difference in axles. I come up with a number. Then I get my overall length. What it was. Subtract what I'm narrowing. Boom. I came up with 16 and 3/16 from here to the outside edge of here. Boom. As you can see, it's welded up. Kind of pretty. The ends, I'm still gonna have, I got a template piece that I'm gonna put on here out of another brake kit, which is a metal piece. I'm gonna put on here, tack it on here, drill and tab the hole, or drill the holes. So, you know, get that set up so the brakes can go on it. But my next thing is I'm gonna put the control arm boxes on it. So I'm gonna square up the rear end, get it all level, plumb, whatever you wanna call it. Got the cross brace up in there. Cut the spring pocket area out. That bar, basically when you cut it out, that bar right there is 42, just shy of 42 inches. And it's an 1 5/8 tube, steel tube, like 130 thousandths. Sometimes when you go to a steel place, you can get schedule 40, is what it's called, 1 5/8 round tube. Boom, that's basically within those thousandths thickness. Nice and thick, welded up in there. Got a little happy with the paint, but you can still see the welds in there good. I just did a whole bunch of painting on the frame area because it looks a lot goofier than it is because the daylight is so bright. But anyways, painted it up on there. My hands all black. But yeah, so I'm gonna get the rear end where I want it. Make sure side to side is square with the frame. Boom. Get the control arm boxes on there. Then I'll be able to put the lowers in it. I haven't notched the frame yet in the back corner. Like I said, just this back corner. I'm gonna notch out. It's a little rough back there, but I'll clean up the wheel wells and all that stuff, get it. But you can see from before till now, you know, that's a lot better paint underneath here. Some of it's still dry, or some of it's still a little wet because I just put like 4 cans on it. So, yeah, that's where we're at on the Cutlass. I'm gonna get them buckets on there, get it all braced up, start drilling the, I'll put another video up, show all that, show what I'm talking about with the template and stuff. But you know what, let's go back here, let me show you what I'm talking about. This is a, oh, did I already move them? I must have already moved them. No, there they are. Okay, so these are a spacer setup that came for like a bolt-on kit. But this is a perfect metal template that I can use. Sorry about the noisy ass shoes, but anyway. So, I'm gonna go to this side. I'll be able to take this, square it up on there, and get, you know, get it good. Make sure it's square and tap it up. Drill it out. I mean, it doesn't need to be tapped, it just needs to be drilled. The pattern needs to be nice so that way the brakes go on square. But all right, y'all, I'll hit up another video in a little bit. Bedded up. Got the 86 outside. Just took it for a spin around the parking lot. Make sure the back tires ain't rubbing anywhere. Plenty of clearance. Plenty of clearance. Got that fabbed up rear end up underneath there. This car is set for a 7-inch lip. And what I was saying is, right now there's wheel spacers on the back. 1.5 inch of wheel spacing. This wheel comes out to about a 5-inch lip. So once the wheel is changed to the smaller back barrel, the bigger front barrel, this and that, then we'll be able to take off the wheel spacing, because I have the 3-inch studs, 1/2 inch by 20 strange. That's what those are. The cheapest for the best price, best bang for your buck on those, which are still good. So as you can see, she's got that little bit of tuck. She does have some sounds in it. The tires fitted up in there. The back chrome is trimmed a little bit. Other people be blocking out license plates and stuff like that. I don't be blocking that shit out. But anyways, as you can see, the car is dirty, very dirty. So the car will be going to get all cleaned up. And then he's got other things he's gonna do to it. We got full turn in the front, because I got that badass frame notch on it. Probably can't hear me over the wagon being fired up behind the fence. That's the wagon that's gonna be, so it's one of the wood grain wagons, 90 Chevy Caprice. But anyways, so we got this tuck on here. Got all full suspension, Willwood brakes, back brakes. We got to take it up and down the street a little bit, get those broke in. Viking coilovers, front and back. Tubular front control arms, QA1. Moog inner and outer tie rods. I mean, if you guys have been paying attention to the videos of this car, I put a lot of time into this car to make this car nice, really nice. I mean, that's the type of work I do anyway. So tried to go through, double check everything, make sure everything's tight, nothing's loose. Jam the control arms, double check those. This car, I only went with the 225 rear spring. What you see, the spring separation is really nice. Like I was saying, the brakes starting to eat off the powder coat, so we'll take it up and down the block. Do that. Show you guys this underneath. I spent a lot of time on this rear end. Boom. Brand new bolt covers in the cover with lock washers, all that. Boom. Coilovers, bracing to the rear end. Boom. I was trying to get this video. I had to bleed the brakes and stuff like that today. Oh, I'm blocking the camera. Wanted to get this video before it got dark. I'd be forgetting about that time change. So this will be the video of the 86 Cutlass. Once again, no mini tub. The back of the car can go down another inch and a half easy. But we don't need to tuck it that hard. But there it is, y'all. 1986 Cutlass 24s. Amani forged. The back wheel is 24 by 10, which makes it 11 overall. So if you guys want to avoid tubbing like this, keep the rim as skinny as you can in the back. So 24 by 9 will make it 24 by 10 overall, or we'll make it 10 overall, which is going to clear better than this. I did trim the outer lip in the back, but there it is, y'all. Only a V6 car, cut off right behind the cat. Ooh, got a parking light out in the bumper. I didn't even notice that. That's the back brakes. Breaking in. Front brakes are already broken. So I had the front done before I switched the back. See, the car has a very, very little lean to it when it turns. That's that anti-roll, keeping the back of the car a lot squarer than if it did not have an anti-roll or a sway bar on the back. Anti-rolls do more than sway bars. Sway bars will keep the car ass and lean side to side a little bit from dipping, but anti-rolls is where it's at, and the bigger the anti-roll, the better it's going to do. You can see that it's full turning, it's not scrubbing. a very, very clean car, solid car. You see it go over the bumps right there. I have the back knob set right now at 2 and 2. Rebound and compression. The front ones, I believe I have at 3 and 3. Just a basic number to start, drive it. We haven't even checked tire pressure yet to see where that's at. Tire pressure is another thing to keep. The tire says 40, you don't want to ride 40. You got barely any sidewall. So I run 32, 33, 34 pounds of air. That keeps everything to where everything can absorb. But that's a little bedded up, a little bankroll up in there, cruising it. I'll have them take it up and down the street here a little bit so that way you can ride the brake. So brake in the back brakes. Ride the brake pedal. But it's a very clean car, very nice car. I said ride the brake pedal a little bit so it back brakes in those back brakes. It's a little chilly out here. My hands are a little cold. So yeah, you know, with Wheelwood brakes, any type of aftermarket brakes, you know, they tell you to take them out, drive them hard, get on them hard, ride them a little bit, brake them in. The calipers on the back, they give you all them shims. So that way you put the lug nuts on the rotor, so the rotor square to the axle, and then you square the caliper to the bracket, or excuse me, to the rotor. So with the brake pads and everything, you put it up on there, and then you got to make sure the bolt doesn't go through far enough to where it hits the back of the rotor, and then it cuts into the back of the rotor. So if you have the caliper squared off with the rotor, from looking at the inside of the caliper where the brake pads go, you can adjust it, you can shim it, and then if you got to use some shims on the back side of just the head of the shoulder of the bolt to bring it out so that way it doesn't hit the rotor and scratch into the rotor. I see so many brakes out there that the rotor, and I've done it before too myself, you know, like I said, I'm not perfect. This car, I had to double check. I had to take the backing plates back off. I had to do some spacing to the little brackets on there because when I narrowed the rear end, it was off just a little bit, which just made it tight. But anyway, all right, y'all. Once again, Bankroll Tim, Better Up Customs. You get to see the car in action, driving around the parking lot. The parking lot's a little bumpy. The middle of the parking lot's been fixed. It used to be a big ass dip, but we still got the dips over here. But it rides good. He's gonna keep going until the brakes stop squeaking. But all right, y'all. Bankroll Tim, bet it up. I'm out.